In the annals of history, Ganga Zumba emerges as a symbol of defiance, a champion of freedom, and an iconic figurehead for Brazil's black movement. His name resonates through time, echoing the resounding blows he and his fellow freedom fighters dealt against the iron fist of European colonialism and slavery. In the heart of Brazil, nestled between the states of Alagoas and Pernambuco, lay a beacon of hope for the oppressed, the Quilombo dos Palmares. Founded in the late 16th century by early African Brazilians, this fortress of freedom was a defiant resistance to the relentless tide of European colonizers and enslavers. This was one of the first sanctuaries in the Americas where the chains of slavery fell away, replaced by the sweet taste of freedom. For nearly a century, the inhabitants of Quilombo stood their ground, fiercely battling their oppressors, particularly the Portuguese intent on claiming Brazil. At the helm of this rebellion was Zumba, crowned as the King of Quilombo in the 1670s. Under his command, wave after wave of assaults was launched against the encroaching colonizers. Even as threats from the colonial authorities grew dire, the spirit of Quilombo remained unbroken. Here, fugitive slaves built a thriving collective economy founded on subsistence agriculture, trade, and shared land ownership, all thanks to Zumba's inspiring leadership. Born of royal blood, Zumba was believed to be the son of Princess Aquilton Mahamud de Silva Santos, a Congo royal. His life took a tragic turn when, following the Battle of Mwaila, Portugal defeated the Kingdom of Congo. He, along with his siblings and other nobles, was sold into slavery and sent to the Santa Rita plantation in Pernambuco, northeast Brazil. However, Zumba's noble spirit refused to be broken by the shackles of slavery. After a few years, he escaped to Palmares with his family. This sanctuary, initially a small village-sized community of runaway slaves, swelled in size as more slaves fled their cruel fates. Together, they formed a formidable confederation of settlements that came to be known as Quilombo dos Palmares. Zumba was named the king of this alliance, earning the title of Ganga Zumba, which means a great lord in Kimbundu, a Bantu language. Zumba transformed Makoko into the epicenter of this alliance, establishing a robust government with his men serving as the chiefs of the other settlements. By the 1670s, Makoko boasted a grand palace and 1,500 houses, which provided shelter for Zumba's loyal subjects, including his armed guards, ministers, and his 3 wives. In the ensuing years, Zumba and his brave warriors embarked on daring missions to liberate enslaved Africans from plantations, while simultaneously fending off relentless European attacks. However, in 1677, a catastrophic battle saw the capture of 2 of Zumba's children and the death of another. Wounded and beleaguered, Zumba felt compelled to accept a peace treaty offered by the governor of Pernambuco. The treaty included relocating his alliance to the Cuco Valley. While Zumba saw merit in this move, his nephew Zumbi vehemently disagreed and rebelled against him. In a shocking turn of events, Zumba was poisoned, presumably by those who sided with Zumbi. In the aftermath of Zumba's demise, Zumbi ascended to leadership, vowing to carry on the fight against slavery and Portuguese oppression. Tragically, those who had sided with Zumba and moved to the Cuco Valley were recaptured and forced back into the grim reality of slavery. Zumba's tale is one of fierce resistance, noble sacrifice, and a struggle for freedom that continues to inspire generations.